So I do have an update because, let's see, we got 57. Oops, I bumped my pop filter. Sorry. I have 57 Hellhounds left. I did a fair number of Cerberus on stream tonight. I only streamed for a couple hours tonight, but I actually have an awesome update because I know I talked about how I've had Smoldering Stones out the ass, a couple of Eternal Crystals, Jar of Souls, and just, if one of those crystals could have been a Primordial, that would have been sweet. And on stream tonight, in those 2 hours, I got 2 Primordial Crystals. So I just made like 54 mil in just a couple hours. So I had a pretty good night on stream tonight. I mean, it's impossible for me to be upset about the drops I've had from Cerberus. It was already impossible to be upset about it, and now it's just like super awesome. So now decision time. I mean, not quite yet. Like I kind of wanted to hang on to my drop tab until 99 Slayer, right? But I feel like for the sake of having the best in slot gear, I can use one of these crystals to make myself Primordial Boots to use all the time, and then I can sell the other one when I hit 99 Slayer. I feel like that's the better option, which means that crystal won't be sold, obviously, at the end of this whole thing, but at the end of it, I'm going to be deciding to keep one for myself anyway, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that now, and go ahead and combine it with some Dragon Boots, like so. Yeah. And now I've got Primordial Boots, which are worth quite a bit right now. Yeah, just about 28 mil, so that's pretty awesome. I had a really good night at Cerberus, and the task isn't even done yet. But yeah, I had to check in with that. Also, welcome to part x+7. I just remembered that I'm on a new episode already, and I finished editing the other one earlier in the evening. So, welcome. Starting off with a bang.
Good morning. It's a new day, which means that I have tired voice. Please excuse. So in the last clip, you saw my bank check-in where I got 2 Primordial Crystals in just a couple of hours on my stream, and I showed off those loots, and I turned one of the crystals into the pair of Primordial Boots, which I am now wearing. And I was okay with that decision because that decision was not going to change the outcome of the Slayer tab at the end of it, because I was not going to be selling that crystal either way. And now I still have one sitting in the bank waiting to be sold. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish off this Cerberus task as quickly as I can. 45 left to go. Shouldn't take me terribly long. And I did spend another couple mil on sharks and prayer potions and such, so I can keep doing this. So let's see if he pays out anymore. Alright, I finally finished my Cerberus task. No other loot, but of course that task was exceptionally good for loot, so can't complain. 603 tasks completed in a row. Obviously, I haven't completed too many since I hit 600 on my 24-hour live stream because, well, I jump right back into Cerberus and those tasks take forever. So, let me just hit the bank here, and I'm just going to grab my Slayer ring, and we can go get a new task. And as you may know, I am going to be saving up everything in my Slayer tab until 99 Slayer, at which point I will sell it, and that'll kind of give me a nice view of what I need for GP in order to max out all my other skills. And I'm not doing cave horrors, so. Oh boy, Neve, just fucking hard on for fire giants. So while I was very happy with the drops I got from Cerberus yesterday, which is the 2 Primordial Crystals, I wasn't especially excited to get another Hellhounds task because this task just takes for goddamn ever. But here I am, I'm back killing Cerberus again. I still have 149 kills to go. So I'm gonna be working on this tonight and probably most of tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be back if I get any more cool drops. Is it recording? Alright, my external hard drive had to start up there, spin up a little bit before it would start actually recording, so hopefully there's not like a pause of silence at the beginning of this clip, and if there is, I guess I'll remove it anyway. But hello, good morning, new day again. Today is the 27th. I just woke up, and I'm using that as an excuse because I just woke up, went to Cerberus, and fucking died. And I mean, it was my fault. I mean, I guess I really can't blame it on being tired because I was fighting Cerberus and I was watching a stream, and I died because I was dealing with the lava pool attack instead of, I was just running away instead of switching my prayer, and then I misclicked on the second prayer switch, so I got hit for a 30 and then a 28 rather than just a 30, which would have been fine, but I did one of those things where I click like right next to the prayer, and I didn't actually activate it, so I got comboed, and this was literally my first kill of the day. First attempt of the day, and I'm dead. So that's not good. Look at those bank loots. Ah, fuck you, Cerberus. So I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen, come back, continue my trip, and hopefully get some more drops. But yeah, not a big fan of Cerberus right now. Even less of one now. Okay, bye.
Alright, so here's a Slayer check-in. That's old text. Host Putty just brings it back for some reason. Anyway, I just finished a Zulrah task. It's the first time I ever got Zulrah assigned to me, so I killed 15 of them, which for some reason is the max you can kill of Zulrah. Like other actual bosses, you could kill up to 35, but Zulrah can only kill 15. Anyway, did Zulrah, and before that I finally finished my Cerberus task again, and I did get one drop. I got a Pegasian crystal, so now I've had one of every drop from Cerberus except for the pet. So I think it kind of rounds out my drop tab rather nicely. It looks really, really nice, despite the fact that it is the cheapest crystal. Can't be upset with that drop. I also did do a couple of elites from that task, although the rewards were garbage. And now I have a Black Dragons task, so I'm going to go do that.
Alright, I'm not going back and looking at the last clip I recorded before recording this one, so I don't really know what I've covered in the last portion of this video, but I figured I should do a check-in. I'm doing Smoke Devils. I'm not sure what I showed. I finished up, I did like a Black Dragons task, and then I got an Iron Dragons task, which I skipped because I was tired of dragons, and then I think I went right into the Smoke Devils, and I had like over 170 of them or something, and I'm down to just 20 left, so I'm going to finish up this task. No drops from it, unfortunately. All I really want from this boss is the pet, because the average drops are not that good. The Smoke Battle stuff even blah, blah, blah. Fuck. The Smoke Battle stuff isn't even that expensive, so if I could just get the pet, I wouldn't have to do this boss anymore. But anyway, I'm going to finish this up. My Slayer did pass my farming finally, 427k to the Slayer level, and 506k to the farming level, so that could easily catch back up though if I bought seeds, but I'm not going to. My cash stack is already small enough due to buying supplies for Slayer bossing. So, pretty much no other changes, so that is where I'm at. I'm going to finish up this task and then we'll get a new one. Also, I did pass 610 tasks in a row. Alright, just finished my Smoke Devils task, 611 in a row, and now I'm going to get a new task. Again, no good drops from that entire task. Stupid boss. Stupid boss. I got plenty of tinderboxes. Got a couple bullseye lanterns, but nothing good. 120 dark beasts. I mean, I can't really pass that up in terms of experience, so I guess I'll grab the old cannon and head to some dark beasts. Alright, so we got a brief check-in here. I did just get a level up in fire making. I wasn't really doing anything else at the moment. I'd been putting off Slayer for the time being, and so I just did a little bit of fire making. I was burning, as much as it hurts, magic logs from my bank that I would cut. I just went from 85 to 86, so there's a little bit of gains, as you can see right here. Here it's time to kill Dagonoth Kings. I chose 35 because once you get there, you might as well kill the max number that the Slayer task can offer you. But I had been holding off because a friend from the stream, Calyx, had been wanting to go to DK's for so many days that I felt bad going with anybody else from the stream or without him. If I could possibly go with him, I decided I wanted to wait and see if I could actually coordinate that and we could go to DK's together. So I just decided to work on some other stuff. So for the rest of my stream tonight on RuneScape, I just took care of some other stuff. I did my farm run, cooked all the sharks that were in my bank. I turned all the molten glass I got from the Smoke Devil into unpowered orbs just for some crafting experience. So I just did some random shit, and I'll be getting back into Slayer as soon as I possibly can. If the timing really doesn't work out and I can't meet up with Calyx to do DKs, then I'll probably just go and kill 35 of them solo and then keep moving on. But there is a little update for you. Alright, so I'm going to be streaming soon, so I figured I might as well toss in a little clip here before that starts. I'm a little bit torn about what to do for my Slayer task. There's a ring. So if I check it, I have that 35 Dagonoth Kings to kill. And Calyx is still not around. I don't know when he will be around, and nobody else that I'm friends with has a Dagonoth task currently, and I feel like I don't know if I want to put in the effort to go there and do a solo trip when I only need to kill 35 of them.
and after the 35 is up, I mean, I feel like it won't be as worth it if I can't go with a friend, because if I'm gonna go and stay there for a little while, I might as well be duoing, because then that really extends the time of the task a lot. And oh man, I don't know what I feel like doing actually, because like I want to do DKs, but I wanted to do it with a friend, not by myself. But anyway, that's not the point of this clip. The point is I'm trying to empty out my bank, because I just noticed that when I'm not wearing anything, my bank is almost full, 793 out of 800, and I kind of wanted to see if there's anything I could get rid of that I don't need. I'm sure there is. I mean, a lot of it's because I'm keeping everything in this tab. Before I had been every so often selling off my clue scroll loots and such like that, but now I'm just hanging on to everything, so my bank space is filling up rather quickly. And I was going to go and like sell these things that I know I won't want, but those are going to be part of the Slayer 99 Slayer price check, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go through my bank real quick and see what I can drop or quickly sell in the GE, I suppose, just to free up some space. Alright, let's take a look and see what I could get rid of. The problem here is that I'm somewhat of a hoarder on this game. In most games, in most RPGs, I hoard items, just, because that whole, what if I need it at some point? So, like, I don't want to get rid of buckets and pots. I have a bunch of them, and they're used for certain things. Bowls, similarly. Like, I don't really use bowls ever, but I have almost 100 of them. I could get rid of them. These eggs, I like collecting the eggs, man. I got a bunch of them from woodcutting. These are all the tools. I'm keeping the tools because those are useful. I could get rid of the strange fruit, so I guess I'll do that because I don't use them for anything. Shanty passes are no longer useful because it doesn't cost me anything to go through the Shanty Pass because I've done all the diaries. So I guess I'll get rid of those. These are no longer useful for anything because you don't need to bring them with you for coordinate clues anymore. But I'm concerned that if I get rid of them, some update will necessitate them again, like maybe something to do with Zaya, and I kind of want to hold on to those. Charcoal, again, I don't do anything with those because I've done all the quests and diaries, so I guess I'll try to sell those in the GE. I'm not getting rid of my lobster collection. Slayer Bell, what are these even good for again? I don't remember what those are for, so I guess I can get rid of those. They're not even in my Slayer tab. Grigris I must keep. Taku I'll keep. The Sapphire Lantern was really only useful for the Tears of Guthix quest, I believe, and I don't have a lens, I don't believe, to replace that lens with, so I'm just gonna, I guess I'll see if it's tradable, and if not, I'll just drop it. Water skins, Warrior Guild tokens, I mean, I might need those at some point. Fishbowl helmet, Book of Piracy, I mean, all these things, like, I'm reluctant to get rid of. The beads, actually, I'm going to be trading to my alt, because the alt hasn't done Imp Catcher yet. All these things, they're like quest-ish items that I feel like I might need at some point. I don't want to get rid of them. I obviously don't need a pet rock, but I'm going to keep it anyway, because if I ever do a pet hunt, I'm going to want the pet rock to be part of the collection, right? I have 98 dough. Why do I have 98 dough from, it's like the, it doesn't note, or no, did I not have note selected? Oh, thank God. Okay. That's like the dough you get from the Gnome Stronghold. I don't think I'll need that. Might need that if I ever do Mage Training Arena. I have one wild pie, half a summer pie. Don't need half a summer pie, I have a bunch of those. I don't think I need the sled. I can get rid of the sled, I guess. Diving apparatus. If I'm keeping that, I might as well keep the diving apparatus. I need the keyring, Hellcat stew. I don't need the claws. I can destroy those. And I'm going to keep those. So, I guess I can drop them. Yay, Dragon Claws. Okay, I'll drop those now. So I guess that's it for this first tab. But do you see how long it took me to like determine what I could get rid of from just this first tab? Alright, I'll be right back when I determine what else I can drop from the rest of the bank, because this is going to take way too long if I do it live. Unfortunately, I didn't really come up with a whole lot of stuff that I'm willing to get rid of. But I did get the bank down to 775 when I'm wearing nothing, so that's not terrible. So I guess I'll go and I'm going to head, I only need one of those. I'm going to head to the GE and see how much I can get for these things. Okay, I'm selling these things off, and what the fuck? I just got 266k for these curry leaves. It's over 100k more than I put them in for. What do people need curry leaves for? Did I make a mistake? Is it something I shouldn't have sold? I don't think so, but like, it's really weird. The other stuff I'm selling is barley malt. The seeds I'll never use again because nasturtiums are the one that keeps your watermelons alive. these are technically Slayer drops, but they're not worth anything, so just sell them. And then this demonic sigil, not a tradable item, but that fucking quest item that I've had for ages and I'll never use again. But be right back just real quick and I'll show you the total of what I make from these. That's pretty much it. These things won't sell at 1 GP, and the rest of these are not tradable, so I'm just going to drop those. So I made 402k from those things. That's pretty crazy. Like, why? I still don't understand why people actually want career leaves that bad. They probably are used to pay for helping some trees grow, but I don't know. Anyway, got 402k, and I freed up a little bit of space in my bank, so yeah. Alright, so I did something that maybe some people will consider a mistake or stupid, and I kind of considered it myself. I canceled my Dagonoth King's task. My friend was waiting on me to get a Dagonoth task so we can go DKs together for probably a week now, and I'll feel really bad if I go without him. So I just canceled it, and of course I'm being punished. I now have to do Fire Giants instead of DKs, which is way more boring, but what are you going to do? It's not that bad of a task. Hello, time for a Slayer check-in. So, I did a fair amount of Slayer on my stream today, and I'll start with the experience, I suppose. 289k to 97 Slayer, so not too far off of that level, and then we'll just be 2 levels away from being done with this particular grind. What is my current task? I don't think I have one. Nope, I need something new to hunt. So, but just real quick, I wanted to show that on my stream earlier, I went to do Dark Beast, and I actually ended up getting 2 Dark Bows from that one task, so that was kind of cool. It's like a 3 mil task right there. And then I got an Elite Clue from Commander Ziliana, because I got assigned Saradome and God Wars as a task. Did that with a friend when I was streaming, and the Elite Clue gave me the briefcase. No drops from the boss, but I mean, that's another item I think I'll probably just hang on to, along with these other interesting, unique items. But yeah, Dark Bows made it a very profitable trip. So let us go and grab a new task, because I totally forgot that I didn't have a new one yet. 217 Greater Demons. I'm definitely not going to do Zami, I'm just going to do the regular ones, but that's not a bad task. But anyway, that was just a quick check-in, experience left, new drops, etc. Anyway, I will see you in the next clip. Alright, so I was thinking about doing my second stream of the night when I remembered that, hey, YouTube videos. So, check-in, let's see. Current task, 152 Kraken. Haven't started it yet. I just finished up a Zami task because I got Krill Sutteroth. I chose to do 10. I didn't know that I could have easily done more, but I duoed it with a friend, and we ended up getting a Zami Spirit drop, so my cash stack is now back up to 20 mil, which is awesome. Coming back a little bit from spending so much money on supplies and doing that giveaway. But that just, it feels good. I mean, it technically wasn't a Slayer drop, because my task had been over at that point, and also since I had to split it, it wasn't really possible to just like. I mean, I guess it would have been possible. I could have like just paid him for it and just hung on to it, but I wanted the cash, and it was no longer really a Slayer drop. It was just a normal drop. So anyway, I went and got a new task, and now I'm going to do some Cave Kraken. And I forgot to mention it, I think, earlier, but I did get an additional whip from the next Abbey Demons task I did after the one on my 24-hour. And I did get a freaking shield left half from the Dark Beast task before the bows, before the one that I got the bows from. So that was kind of some shit luck, but other than that, my luck's been pretty decent. All right, well, last task I got a Trident drop, 2 kills into killing it in the morning. I'd already done like half the task, but I just got another Trident drop, and I haven't been here that long at all, so. It's pretty sweet, another 1.5 mil to the drop tab. I get really lucky with these. I think I've heard Mr. Mammal say that he never gets Trident drops from this boss, just the tentacles, but I've had a bunch. So, I haven't been awake very long, so please forgive the tired voice. It's kind of pathetic, actually. I haven't been awake long, and it's 3 p.m. But anyway, I planned this out. I'm 66 experience from my Slayer level. This kill will get it. I could have got it on my stream last night, but I wanted to actually have it as a clip in the video because my last Slayer level happened during my 24-hour. So, 97 Slayer achieved, 2 levels left to go. I thought that was an awesome milestone to hit. My vacation from work is over in just a few days, so I won't be able to grind quite as hard, obviously, but I am going to be continuing to work towards my goal of 99 Slayer.
and now we are just 2 levels away. And as usual, you've missed a little bit. Obviously, I was not super close to 97 in the last couple of clips, but I trained it for quite a while. I did 7.5 hours on stream yesterday, and then I streamed for a total of 11 hours the day before. Although, to be fair, the day before did include a few hours of DKs that was not on task, so that was some time spent not doing Slayer. But anyway, 1.1 mil to the next level. I'm also 353k away from 97 farming, so I've been working on that slowly as well. But yeah, that's just a quick little check-in, and just 2 levels left to go. Alright, so let's have another check-in while I'm still just killing these greater demons. Today, I am hoping to finish up this episode, maybe today or tomorrow, and upload it at some point over the weekend, so that I can get this last part out. This will be part 7. I hope to get this last part out before my vacation from work is over. I think that'll be easy enough to do. This video is already at, like 18, 19 minutes, something like that. So, check-in was going to be about my DK's trip, and this whole RNG being a bitch to me nonsense. Like, I've been getting reasonable drops from normal Slayer. Like, I get the occasional trident or the occasional whip, and those are very standard. But I've been to DKs twice in the last few days, and I stayed there for 3 hours the first night, 2 hours the second night, and we literally got like shit for drops for the entirety of the trip. And yesterday we got like 3 rings of life and a couple rune axes and a dragon axe and a mud battle stuff, but we never get anything good. We also got a warrior ring. We got like everything Rex can drop except for the Zerker. But we just had some shit luck, and I'm just tired of getting boned by RNG, but I feel like I'm in for a drop at some point soon. I'm thinking next Jad task is finally going to fucking reward me with a pet, maybe. Because I also did another couple of those in the last few days, and still no pet. You know, tossing the cape and everything. So, since the counter, I've killed 11 Jad with a shot at the pet, and I've sacrificed a total of 25 capes, if my math is right, with still no pet. So, it's like, in terms of bossing RNG, my RNG's been pretty crap. Normal RNG's been pretty good, but obviously I'm still going to be sticking to Slayer. My DK strip yesterday was on a task, which was better. I don't really want to deviate from Slayer too much, so I'm going to be trying to avoid going on bossing trips just because. Obviously, 2 levels away. Those levels are going to take a while now because I will be going back to work on Monday. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in and talk about my plans for some stuff. I mean, I'm going to be doing Slayer. Obviously, I really want to get some more progress on farming. I just don't think I'm willing to spend money on it still, because I do get a lot of seed drops from Slayer, and I don't really need to spend money on it, and there's no rush, really. That would be a really cool cape to have. Like I talked about, when Zaya comes out, I'm going to be trying to check out the XP rates for Soul and Blood rune crafting. I'm not sure what level Blood Souls will be at. I probably can't make those yet, actually. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make Bloods. And at some point, I need to work towards my goal of base 90. I haven't been doing anything except for Slayer. And I could easily be working on Hunter, Construction, Agility, whatever. So I'm going to branch out at some point. I just don't know when. And it's hard because those skills are not as interesting to train or to watch as Slayer. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. I also got an email this morning saying that I got my RuneScape Chronicle beta key, so I'm going to try that out. And I guess we'll see if I like it, and I might even stream it if I like it enough, or if I think it's cool. But anyway, that's just a quick check-in. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. I just wanted to talk about training skills and what's on my mind. That's pretty much it. So I'll throw in a couple more interesting clips, hopefully, before the end of this video, but thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, I've just finished this Greater Demons task, finally 630 tasks in a row, so I got that nice 75 point boost, and now let's get a new task. Oh my god, from Greater Demons to Fire Giants, it's just so fucking typical. But what are you gonna do? Alright, so before I go and do any more Slayer tasks, I just remembered that I have had this hard clue in my bank for like friggin' ages, so I'm gonna do this. Well, here's my clue reward. I've already had an Explorer backpack before, and I'm pretty sure they're worth about 50k, so it's pretty much junk. Magic Shortbow, GP. The sharks are useful, but it's a pretty shit clue. 206, no, that's an 8. 286 hard treasure trails since the counter. That's pretty cool. Almost 300. But yeah, it's pretty garbage. That feel when you walked all the way through the jungle and your tree's not even ready yet.
Alright, so I went back and edited all the clips that I had for this video so far, realized how long it is already, so I'm going to be wrapping up the episode, but in order to end on an interesting note, what I'm going to do is open up my bank, and let's just add up the total value of my Slayer tab right now. Alright, let me open up my calculator here. The first inventory, I'm doing like all but one on these big stacks of items, so the 2 whips obviously aren't in the Slayer tab, but they were Slayer drops, they just stack on my other tab. But anyway, I did all but one for these stacks of smaller items because I don't want to fuck up everything in that tab. So this is going to be a little bit of a low ball estimate of how much this tab is worth, but first, alright, I guess we'll round that up to about 25 mil because of the all but one thing. So first inventory, 25 mil. Alright, second inventory includes most of the big drops, so this is going to be a little bit bigger, I guess. Let's check it out. Yeah, a little bit bigger. There's another 57 mil. So far we're looking at 82 mil. And I'll just add up the last few things. This is pretty much all I was missing. It's just a couple of unique items. That adds up to another 2.4. So we got a total of 84.4 mil, approximately, just in my my Slayer tab so far. So that'll be a nice chunk of money to add to my cash stack when I finally sell it off. And of course we've got 2 full levels to go, so let's see how much better we can make it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been part x+7 of my old school RuneScape progress series. Next episode, I'm going to be trying to focus more on branching out and getting towards base 90, but I hope you've enjoyed the Slayer grind as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in part x+8. Goodbye.